This is not like a normal video I would normally make, so if this isn't your thing, I'm not gonna blame you if you don't watch this video, but I'm about to make a massive change to my head, and it's kind of a viral hair thing, so what kind of YouTuber would I be if I'm not jumping on some kind of viral thing? We're doing fox hair. I'm gonna try to do fox hair. I've had my hair like this like split tone, black and blonde situation for almost 2 years now. It's almost autumn. I'm getting sick of it. I gave myself a shag haircut yesterday. Haven't styled it, so I don't even know if I like it, but yeah, it just doesn't work with this hair color. So I feel like this is gonna be a very big, like, trust the process situation, because obviously all this hair is already bleached. I'm not gonna do anything with it until it's time to color everything. I obviously need to bleach all this black stuff, which should be interesting because I have dyed this hair black before with box dye of Zari, Brad Mondo. But here's the thing, here's why I say it has to be a trust the process thing, because I think, if my theory is correct, I think a round of bleach should bleach this enough and it's gonna turn orange. But that's okay because we're putting like copper over it. So I'm like, it doesn't have to be perfect, I don't think. So I guess I'm gonna start by sectioning my hair. Okay, what happened here is that I had to like touch up some stuff on my black this last time I did my hair, and the black I bought, let me just show you so you know not to buy it. So Arctic Fox I feel like is normally like a pretty decent hair color, but like their black, this Transylvania, it bleeds so bad, and it's also blue based. If you put it on top of yellow, it just like turns like a greenish nasty color. I feel like if you're doing all over color, then maybe you're good. But since we are gonna be trying to do black tips today, I bought a different, like I bought a box dye, but it's only gonna go on my tips, but I needed like a permanent color, you know, something that's not gonna bleed. So that was the situation there. Just to keep this hair out of the way for now, I'm gonna just put it in pigtails, because again, I don't want to bleach this hair. It's already been bleached. Also, the underside of my hair, I have an undercut, if you didn't notice. So that's why I feel like the under part of my hair looks so thin. That's because I don't have a lot of hair. I shaved a lot of it off. Okay, what do I do with my bangs? Maybe just flip it out of the way. Okay, so for these black sections, I'm thinking maybe I'll put all this hair into quadrants. I feel like that would be the more efficient way to do it. It's been a long time since I like bleached a big chunk of my hair, so we'll see how it goes. Brad Mondo always says quadrants are good, so that's basically why I did it this way, because many of us DIY hair people take his word as gospel. Also, the audio in this next part is annoying because my washing machine is right next to my bathroom and it started running the rinse cycle. I tried to clean it up, but it's still really annoying. Anyway, sorry. Alright, I left out a little piece because this is going to be my first foil. Let's close this door because the washing machine. Alright, so for bleach, I've been using this stuff. I just bought it on Amazon and it works fine. Keratin Professional Bar, I don't know. And then I'm gonna use 30 volume. I think I do have 40 volume, but I really don't want to destroy my hair. I super don't. We mix it till we get a nice goopy consistency. I literally just eyeball my bleach every time I make it, which is probably not good for like having consistently the same results, but whatever. I've been doing my hair long enough to get a good idea. Did I mention I'm not a professional hairstylist? No, I am not. I also bought hair foils. I don't usually use these just because I usually only do my roots. For the past 2 years, I've only had to touch up my roots, really. But this time, since we're going over hair that has potentially been dyed, I'm not sure what to expect. Also, yeah, the box dye situation was a while ago, and I cut off a lot of the black yesterday. So I'm thinking it might not be a big deal, but we're gonna find out. Again, we're trusting the process. So let's get to foiling. For the record, I don't work at PetSmart anymore. This is my old work smock from my dog grooming days, and it's perfect for hair coloring. Like, it doesn't get stained. Bleach doesn't affect it at all. It's amazing. So that's why I'm wearing it. But also, if it wasn't totally evident, putting foils on the back of your own head is so hard. Like, even with the mirrors, it's harder than it looks. Like, I don't know if my brain is just stupid or what, but I have to think really hard about what direction my hand is moving in because all the mirrored images confuse me, and yeah, I'm trying my best here, but oh my god, it is so difficult. All right, that is one section done. Obviously without the roots, I'm gonna be doing that after, but let's move on. So I really made sure to try to glob the bleach on and kind of use brush strokes back and forth to try to get every hair coated. Again, doing this on yourself is way harder than it looks. If you're ever going to bleach your own head at home, the most important thing to remember is to coat every strand and probably use more bleach than you think you need. Again, totally not a professional at any of this, so definitely get your home hair advice from someone who actually knows what they're doing. That person is not me. All right, I'm thinking that these front sections might be a little easier, so let's hope. The front sections were definitely easier. You can kind of see more of what I'm doing from this angle, but yeah, trying for thin sections with plenty of bleach saturating each strand, and then I'm not folding the foils either. I'm just letting them sit on top of each other. I don't know. I feel like I've seen a lot of videos of professional stylists doing it this way and like not even dealing with folding them. So that's why I did it this way. So that's all done. Here's the plan. Oh, my hands are so sweaty. So I'm gonna probably leave this on 20 more minutes and check the back because this process took a long time. I'm sure the back is gonna need to be rinsed like way sooner than the front. And then I was thinking about if I wanted to do the roots now or not, but I think I'm gonna rinse all this first once it's done processing and then go back and do the roots separately. So that way, like if I missed any spots, I can go and hit those areas too while I do the roots. But I don't know, I feel pretty confident. Oh my god, it's so hot though. These are like Dumbo wings. I guess they're not wings, they're ears, huh? Whatever. Check back with you in a little bit. It's been about 40 minutes, so let's check these. Oh, that looks pretty good. I know that this is not all the same color, but the goal is not to get it totally white all over like my hair is underneath. The goal is to get it light enough to be able to put, oh, this got delivered while I was sitting here. Mondo, this is his 7C copper color, so that's what we're gonna use. I saw this like old Arctic Fox. This is like a 3-year-old bottle and there's probably only that much left, but I'm gonna mix it in because I feel like this might be not as vibrant orange as I want it to be. It looks like it's more of like a brownish orange color. Although the pictures online look like they were a nice vibrant orangish copperish color. I don't know. It's an experiment. We're gonna see what happens, but oh, let's look at these ones here. Oh, those lifted pretty well. Yeah, I think this side still needs more processing a little bit. So I'm gonna take the back foils out and then we'll rinse those and then I guess come back and take these out in probably another like 20 minutes or so. I think you can definitely see where there was like black box dye actually. So it hasn't grown out enough. Definitely some spots that I could probably hit with bleach again. Like this is still a little bit dark on the ends there. But another thing to consider is that we're gonna be putting black on the tips too. So I'm like, I don't know if I'm even gonna need to. Again, we're trusting the process here. The color's gonna be uneven after the bleaching. Again, I don't really think it needs to necessarily be super even, but anyway, okay, we're gonna go do some rinsing. I'll come back after I rinsed all these out too.
A few moments later.
So, oh no. Is this a bleaching fail? I think at this point I could confidently say that I could put bleach fail in the title of my video and it wouldn't be a lie. I'm going for orange, so I'm not gonna freak out too much about all this. The next step is I need to go through and do all my roots. There might be a few strands I may have missed back here. Oh god, I was trying so hard to do a good job. But I mean, yeah, there are pieces in the back that you can definitely see where the black box dye was. Again, I'm putting black on the tip, so I don't know. I'll probably go over a lot of these pieces again with bleach. Maybe not so much. I don't know. The orange, I'm not mad at the orange because I know I'm gonna put copper over it, but like this is a trust the process moment, right? Okay, so I'm gonna blow dry all this and then we will get to bleaching round 2, which will pretty much just be my roots and little touch-ups here and there. Okay, we've been sufficiently blow dried. I feel like it looks darker on the camera than it is in person, but I need to revisit some of these shag layers too. They look a little funky. Anyway, okay, next step is we gotta resection everything and get to bleaching. I just did the same sections as before. Pigtails for the underside that had been bleached previously, just to keep them out of the way, because I definitely don't want to get more bleach on this hair. It's already white. And then 4 quadrants on top, just like last time. Okay, we're all sectioned with the world's most imperfect sections ever. Still using 30 volume for the roots. I'm also gonna ditch the foil for the roots. I never use foils when I do my root touch-ups myself, so I don't see a point in doing it now. But okay, let's get bleaching. I touch up my own roots at home all the time, so this process was just so much easier than trying to mess with foils. Plus, I think I have like muscle memory when it comes to this. I don't know, this was just so much easier, but the heat from my scalp is always enough for me to get a good, even result, so who needs foils, man? They're annoying. So now I think what I'm gonna do, now that my roots are pretty much covered, hopefully mostly covered. Oh, what is that? Ah! I have a little bit of extra bleach, so I think I'm just gonna like put some in these back tips that didn't process all that box dye out. I honestly don't think I have to, and if Brad Mondo sees this, he's gonna rip me a new one for this. He's gonna be like, you don't need to do that, don't do it. But I have extra bleach. This is when bad mistakes are made. No, I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. There are just some little pieces that I'm like, you could be lighter. My eyes are watering from the bleach. Okay, so I'm gonna let this sit for probably like 40-45 minutes. I'm going to get a plastic bag and mist the inside so that it can really steam itself up in there and so it doesn't really dry out. And that should be the end of the bleach. I don't think we'll need to bleach again after this. You might also be asking why I didn't bleach all my roots. I just did it not that long ago. Like, there's not a lot of regrowth on my blonde. I don't think there's enough regrowth to put bleach on right now. We're gonna let this sit and I'll be back after I rinse it all out, I guess. Okay, here we are, all rinsed. Yeah, obviously still discoloration. I don't think I put bleach on this part, right? You can still kind of see where my roots have grown out a little bit in the parts that I didn't bleach. So I'm hoping that once we put the color on, it'll be okay. But okay, now for the fun part, we're gonna put the coppery orange color on my head. So like I said, I still have some of this old ass Arctic fox I'm just gonna throw in there. That's all that was in there. It wasn't a lot, so you know, most of our color today is going to be XMondo Copper 7C. Now, I am not new to XMondo color. I've used it quite a bit, actually, and I have used his blonde, like, purple mask. I think it's called, like, Supernova or something like that. His products are wonderful, so that's why I decided to give this copper color a chance. And we're just gonna start blobbing it on there. Oh, you thought I was joking when I said just blobbing it on there? No, I wasn't joking. We're blobbing it. And if Brad Mondo sees this, he's probably gonna be mad at my technique here, but leave me alone. I don't want a section anymore. I've been doing it all day. I don't wanna. This is actually the same technique I used to use back when I had a fashion color all over my head. I've had pink, purple, yellow, orange, red, all the things, except green and blue. I've never tried those colors, but whatever. No matter what color I've had on my head, this technique has never let me down. I literally just paint it on and then like I rub it in with my fingers to try to make sure that each strand is totally saturated and coated with plenty of color, and then I go back and paint all over the spots that I need to in the back. Do I recommend this? No. Do what the professionals say to do. It's not this. Now that it is thoroughly cemented to my head, I'm not sure what the instructions say for Brad Mondo's color. I'm just gonna hang out with it like this for a while. Maybe like 40 minutes to an hour. I don't know. Just fart around at home for a while, play some video games. I don't know. But the good thing about Brad Mondo's color, and this isn't, I'm not sponsored by Brad Mondo. I know I probably don't have to say that, but like hashtag not spawned. But his hairline has like bond repair and stuff, and it's like, it's also kind of doubles as like a deep conditioning mask. So yeah, it doesn't really matter if I leave it on. I could sleep in this shit and it'd be fine. So it is a nice orange color. Like, I was afraid it was gonna be too brown. I don't know if it's because I mixed the Arctic Fox in or if this is just what it looks like, because it really wasn't that much Arctic Fox, but regardless, it's looking nice and orange, so I'm feeling excited about it. So next time you see me, I'll have rinsed it all out, blow dry it, and then we gotta do the black tips, and I don't know how that's gonna go. Actually, looking at my haircut the way I did it, the layers on the top are like really, really short, but I think that could still be cool. I'm like, is that too short to be putting black tips on? But no, I think it'll it'll be cool. I hope it'll be cool. I guess we'll find out. I'll see you in a little bit. Ta-da! Now, I know that the lighting in my bathroom is not the best, but this color came out really good. I feel like there's like dimension in my hair, and there's, you know, shine and there's life to it. This is like also the scene haircut of my dreams. Like, this is the haircut I wish I had in high school. Anyway, so now the hard part. We somehow have to put black tips all up on my head, and I'm kind of nervous about it. I also have to go pick up my child from school in an hour, so hopefully this doesn't take longer than that. But first, let's get to sectioning. Now, the way I'm gonna section this time is I'm gonna section it the way I sectioned my hair when I cut it. Well, okay, so I started at the front here. So my bangs have their own little section. And then I did a section here. All right, and then same thing on the other side. And then I did the whole back section all in one when I cut it. So I think what we'll do back here is maybe just like cut this section in half here. The undercut kind of makes it a little wonky, but that's okay. Okay, and then we're just gonna start painting the ends and just go like section by section, I guess. Now, here's the stuff I bought. It's just Clairol. Don't come at me. It's only for my ends, and I know that semi-permanent color usually bleeds a lot, so I just thought that this might be the safest bet for not dealing with bleeding. Because if there's one thing I know about box dye, it's that shit stays in your hair. So that's the plan. Now, the video I watched of the guy who first did this hairstyle, he definitely had like a balayage board and stuff. I don't have that. Actually, I do need to use the foils again though, just to keep it as clean as I can. Because I just get the feeling that this whole process will be really messy, and I think foils are going to help subside the messiness. Take all this developing lotion, please. Stop it. Oh my god, this is gonna be so liquidy. I've never seen developer this liquidy before. Oh my god, this is gonna get messy. And holy moly, it's strong. Oh, oh, I can already feel my eyes burning. Okay guys, don't buy this stuff. So here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna take the ends. Like, I don't want it to be just a straight across line, you know? Oh my god, this is gonna be such a pain in the butt. And then we're gonna take a foil. Yeah. We're gonna do that. I guess we'll just do it on the other side. The most even foils in the world, obviously. Just gonna hope that this doesn't bleed onto my hair when I touch it. Can't like wash my hands between sections. It's gonna take me all day. Maybe if I just like grab the hair by the ends. Oh god. Oh god. Alright, here's the other side. Ah! Oh my god, it's already turning black. Whoa! Dang! This stuff works fast. Oh no, it's on my chin. Honestly, if this turns out good at this point, I'm gonna be really impressed with myself because this is a mess. Okay, I'm kind of like smudging it, hoping that that doesn't just leave. Oh my god, it just got on my leg. Ah! The goal is to not just have like straight across color. I want it to be diffused a little bit. Now this is right on the direct center back of my head is... That's challenging. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. We're just gonna... Oh god. That's scary. That is very scary. Okay. Ugh. Yike-a-roonies. Okay, this is the part of the video where I must implore you not to do this by yourself at home. At the very least, get a competent friend to help you, because this is where the goofs really started. Black box dye will stay exactly where you put it, and it starts to stain really fast. So when you accidentally touch a part of your hair that you didn't mean to touch with your messy glove, this is what you get. Oh my god. Did this? No. Oh no. Okay. Okay. I need to try to wipe some of this black off of my head. I've made a terrible mistake. Not sure how that's gonna work out. Gotta be more careful. I really, whoa, stay on my hair. I think I really do need to change my gloves like in between layers at this point. I thought I was being careful, and I most certainly was not. Also, it leaked through my, you guys can't see it, but it leaked through my smock, and now my belly's all black. Oh, that's because there's a hole in the pocket. Well, that would explain it. I'm be going through a lot of gloves here. I do wonder if I could do thicker sections with this and get away with it. I might be able to. The glove situation is a pain in the butt. It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh dear God. You can literally see where like some spots happened. Oh God. I'm trying to only grab the ends. At this point, I realized that the brush I was using to put color on my hair was more trouble than it was worth, and that resulted in me making this decision. Fuck it, I'm just dipping my fingers in for this one. Y'all can't see what I'm doing. This is so stupid. I think the back section is done. So these front sections were so much easier since my stupid brain wasn't being confused by all the mirrors. It was just me versus one big mirror. So I was able to kind of utilize my comb to grab sections of hair. So that way I wouldn't be using my hands to section anymore. And while this was significantly easier, I still decided to rely on using my fingers to work the color in than that annoying brush. If you know box dye, you know it's just so liquidy, and trying to scoop it up with a brush, it just like drops all over the floor. It's such a mess. So taking just little dips of my fingers in the product just worked out easier. Now this is a do as I say, not as I do moment. If you really want this hair, go to a professional. No, seriously, like this is really, really difficult. The black hair dye gets everywhere. And you have to be really, really mindful of what you're touching, you know? And the constant glove switching. Oh my gosh. I need like baby powder in here or something. I don't think, oh, I do have baby powder. Kid's been out of diapers for like a year, but oh, that worked like a charm. Only thing left to do are my bangs here. This is probably the most crucial section. I probably shouldn't even use this comb. I'll use this comb. Okay. Well, that won't work because then I can't see. Okay. Yeah. I'm also basically blind in one eye, so this part should be fun. Okay. Are my hands too far gone? Like, can I just, no, I should put gloves on one more time. I only want like a little bit on the tips here. Okay. So that took 51 minutes. Cool. Okay. I have to leave to get my daughter in 10 minutes. So I'm gonna have to go sit in the pickup line like this. Which is fine because I don't have to get out of my car. And then we're gonna come back and rinse it, and I'll show you guys the final result. Ta-da! Guys, I am in my Catherine O'Hara era, and I'm loving it. Okay, so few things. First of all, too much black. I said it in the video. If I like move these top layers, if I were to like pull them back or something, then we'd be getting more of the orange that I wanted. But no, went a little too hard on the black. That's okay. When it grows out, I can cut some of the black off, and then it'll be the amount of black that I wanted. I don't know if it's the top layer that got too black or if it's like underneath and went too far up. I'm not sure. However, I still like it. I think it came out fun. Oh, here's the back. I haven't even looked at the back yet, so that's gonna be a surprise for me when I'm editing. But yeah, I think it's really fun. Despite the fact that this is way more black than I wanted, it's still fun. It's a nice change, and I think as it grows out, I'll like it more. But yeah, it's giving like Hayley Williams mixed with Catherine O'Hara mixed with a scene queen skunk. And I like it. I like it a lot. Now, a lot of you guys might be like, wow, it looks so messy or whatever. I don't know. I think it's fun. It's definitely grown on me more since yesterday when I first did it. As yesterday, I was like not sure. I was like, whoa. I did film some footage outside in daylight, so you could see what it looks like outside in outside lighting. But it was kind of windy. It was like right before a giant dust storm rolled in, so my bangs were all like so I decided to just refilm a little outro here. Anyway, listen, I know this was a different style of video. There's just really not that much going on right now in the world of MLM, internet drama and stuff. I'm just like, nothing is speaking to me, and I was bored, and I'm like, you know what? This week's video is gonna be me changing the way my head looks. So if you watched through it and you enjoyed this stuff, thank you for being here. Yeah, I don't think I've posted like a hair transformation video since I shaved my head like 5 or 6 years ago, whenever that was, a long time ago, which I'm planning on doing again, by the way, maybe over the summer. I kind of want to shave my head again, and then I'll make another video when I do that. So, but for now, this is what we got. It's not very often I get to make videos like this because I have had the same hairstyle for 2 freaking years, so yeah, it's time for a change, and I don't know how long I'll keep this. We'll see. But before we end it here, I do, of course, have to thank my patrons and my members, guys. The list of names I'm about to read off are my financial supporters. They get access to things like our private Discord server. We have a postcard club and early access to videos sometimes whenever I'm able to give it to you, sometimes even more than that. So if any of that sounds good to you, you can go to patreon.com/SavannahMarie, or you can click the join button beneath this video. Pop-Tart to join my YouTube memberships. It's all the same. Pop-Tart, come here.
Whoa. And with that, the biggest thank you in the whole wide world goes to
Hula Chowdown, Jacqueline Nutton, Kessie Drew, KJ Barnes, Leanne, Marie Silver, Bug, Caroline Reed, Daniel Urena, Maddie Darley, Ray, AJC, RC's Jewelry Designed by Amber, Luciana Valiente, Emily Jean, Hannah Moe, Alex Gollum, Love to Be Evil, Liz Sahu, Charcity, Evan Adler, LaSalle Story, Fluffy Duckbutt 24 Elaine, Ferd Turgeson Esquire, Just Mark, Baby Pink Pearl, Alice Wagner, Fallon Harris, Jessica Billhart, and Emion. And to the rest of my financial supporters, okay, bye Pop-Tart. Thank you so much just for being here and being you. And even if you're not a financial supporter, thanks for making it to the end of this video. I know it's not as long as we're all used to, but you know, I just appreciate it. With that, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.